Now, this past week, we saw the Nio stock going up by over 5.76%. And this, I must say, it came as a surprise. As you know, some of the stocks in this EV sector did not perform as much as Nio did, which, as I'm saying, some might be surprised as to what really happened. Because if you look at companies like Xpeng, they dropped by minus or negative 1.73, while Li Auto gained or rose by 1.37%. And we also saw the EV giant Tesla rising, or it rose by over 2.64%. So some of the new investors don't know what really caused the Nio stock to rise higher than the other EV companies. So well, on today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the latest developments, which I believe are the ones that made Nio to react the way it reacted and rose by over or by almost 6%. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that these latest developments, if they caused the market to react or to make Nio to react the way it reacted, I definitely think that it is important that you know them, as they are very important. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that these latest developments or latest content about Nio that I'll be sharing with you on today's video will definitely make you to probably add more holdings onto your Nio stock, or even invest into this Nio stock for the very first time if you have not started investing onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, if you like the content that I'll be giving you on today's video, please, as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That's if you have not subscribed to the channel already, so that you don't miss the good content we share on the stocks that we follow on this channel. Now, just a disclaimer, please know that I'm not a professional financial advisor. All that I'll be sharing here are just my opinions, and you should not take them as professional financial advice. Otherwise, if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Now, so many of the new investors were expecting Nio to drop further, and this came after, or this was because Nio reported even lower deliveries for the month of August. I remember on social media, so many people were expecting this Nio stock to drop further this week, especially after the low delivery numbers they reported on Wednesday. But I must say that so many of those investors were quite surprised, because, well, Nio is the stock in the EV sector or EV industry that rose higher than all the EV stocks, which some people are asking themselves as to what really happened, what caused Nio to rise higher than the other EV stocks, especially looking at a stock like Li Auto that delivered yet another monthly record. I remember some of you texted me indicating that you plan, or you are planning to add more holdings onto the Nio stock when it goes somewhere close towards the $30 mark. But I must say that a lot of you were disappointed, because instead of Nio going towards that $30 mark that you were planning it to reach, it broke the $40 mark, which to some of the new investors, or in fact to all the new investors, this is some good news. Because I mean, to see your stock or the stock you own going up by over 5% in a week, I mean, it's not that bad. It's something that is very good, especially looking at the fact that this EV industry, or these companies in this EV industries, are quite facing some challenge with the issue of the semiconductors, which we had thought, or even myself, I had thought that it is at ease. Otherwise, one of the latest developments, which I believe is the one that caused or that made the share price of Nio to rise, was the partnership of Nio and the motor company Lotus. Now, we saw that after that announcement, we saw the Nio stock going up or higher by almost 4%, which just simply has to tell you that the market is kind of like liking that partnership. Now, this partnership entails Nio owning or taking some of Lotus stake or ownership, which you will remember that Lotus planned to launch several EV cars in the near future, which is why we saw the stock market kind of like reacting positively towards this, because Lotus will be launching several EV companies. This will also mean that Nio will generate or will get something out of that, as they are also part of the company, or as they also own a stake in this Lotus company. Now, you remember that this company Lotus is also planning to debut on the public markets, which will result in them, or which will be good to Nio, since they own a stake into this company. I mean, companies raise some good money from listing in the public markets, which I believe it will also be a very good thing on Nio. Now, this is one of the big news that we saw this week, which made the Nio stock to react by almost 4%. Now, this is one of the partnerships which I believe are good for the Nio stock, as it entails Nio also owning a stake into this company. And guess what? When the company, or when this company launch several EV products that they'll be selling, Nio will also be generating some good profits, which is something that is truly amazing and makes me want to continue staying into the Nio stock, because look, Nio won't just be getting money, or it simply means that Nio won't just be generating their revenues from their company, but we will see them also tapping or getting some revenues that this company Lotus makes when they sell their products, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you to stay into the Nio stock. Otherwise, another latest developments, which I believe is the one that made the Nio stock to positively rise higher than the other EV stocks, I believe, is the announcement of Nio, which they indicated that they have deployed 428 battery swap stations as of the 3rd of September 2021. Now, the good thing, or one of the things that I read from that article was that 87 of those 428 battery swap stations were deployed in the month of August, which is something that is truly amazing, because this just means that for the month of August, Nio was able to deploy more battery swap stations, meaning that, guys, even that target that Nio set for themselves of getting to 700 battery swap stations by the end of the year, we can see that it will be very possible for them to get to that target, which is something that is truly amazing. And you'll remember that Nio has already indicated that for these battery swap stations, approximately 35% of their users are able, or they have swap stations within a 3-kilometer range, which is something that is truly amazing and also shows you the kind of convenience that this company it is providing to their users. Otherwise, as of the 3rd of September 2021, Nio also indicated that they currently have around 291 supercharging stations, which is also something that is truly amazing and encourages you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, Nio indicated that they currently have 26 Nio houses, and they plan to get, or to have, the 27th one very soon, now in the beginning of September, which is something that is truly amazing, because now you remember that with these Nio houses, Nio users are able to go to the Nio houses and have their meetings and meet with friends. And not only that, this is the area where Nio showcase some of their latest products, that is your cars and some of the Nio lifestyle products there, which is also a good marketing strategy for Nio to attract their users to always come more and see or get some of their latest products, which I believe is a good strategy, as I'm saying, from Nio to win, or to make those customers that are using Nio products to always come and return and get new products that they have or that they launch in the markets, which is something that is truly amazing, guys. Well, I know some of you might be surprised because you know Nio as an EV car supplier, or as an EV car company. Well, Nio does not only generate its revenue from their cars, but they also generate revenue from their lifestyle products, which they sell various lifestyle products to their users and even the people that don't own their cars. In fact, one of the directors of Nio indicated, I think last year, to say that the ratio of car owners and non-car owners is 1:1, meaning that they are also seeing non-car owners coming in masses to buy their lifestyle product, which is something that is truly amazing and shows you that this is, or their lifestyle segment is also one of the good segments that it's doing so well. In fact, I think this lifestyle segment is currently generating Nio about 6% of their total revenue, which is something that is truly amazing and shows you that this is a company with some good future prospects, as we are seeing this lifestyle segment also generating or giving Nio some good revenue. Otherwise, another latest development, which I believe is the one that boosted the Nio share price, was when Nio announced their partnership with the exclusive vineyard company in France. Now, the Nio lifestyle brand is the one that announced this partnership with the French winery brand domain, which is something that is truly amazing and also shows you that this lifestyle product, as I've just been telling you now, it's something, or it's a segment which is going to continue giving Nio some good revenues in the future. Because even on this partnership, we read that Nio also launched its sub brand called Fantasy Blue, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to show you that Nio will continue doing well into this Nio lifestyle segment. And this is not the first winery company that we saw the Nio lifestyle segment doing a partnership with. They also have another winery company they partnered with in China, which is something that is truly amazing and shows you that they are planning to continue grow this lifestyle segment, which is something that's going to make Nio to generate some good revenues from this lifestyle segment. I personally think that next year around the same time we might see this lifestyle segment or this lifestyle brand generating almost 10% of Nio's total revenues. Otherwise, the last development, which I believe is the one that helped to make the Nio stock price to drive by almost 6%. It was when we read an article about the Chinese regulators assisting the automakers with the chip shortage. Now, as I've said, the chip shortage or the shortage of the semiconductors is one of the things that is impacting not just Nio but the other EV companies and the automakers in China, which is why we saw Nio delivering low numbers for the month of August. Now, with these Chinese regulators assisting the automakers with the chip shortage is something that I believe it will make these companies or a company like Nio to recover. Otherwise, as I've told you previously, Chinese government supports this EV market, which is why we saw them last week inviting companies like Nio to come and bring suggestions that would help them do better in the industry, which is something that must motivate you to stay long into this company. Like I've also said last week, these crackdowns are not meant to hurt the EV industry, which is why I believe that it will still strive regardless of the crackdowns that are being announced. And the good thing is that we are seeing even the Chinese government giving support or supporting this EV industry, and not just the EV industry but the entire automakers in China, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to be taken as a very good thing. Otherwise, I personally believe that Nio will do very well in the Q4 of 2021 in terms of deliveries and generating revenues, because the challenges that they had with the issue of the semiconductors and all those other holes they experienced, which resulted in them delivering some low numbers in August, are almost all. We can probably see them not impacting their deliveries in the next month, which is why I believe it will do very well. It will do better, which is why I personally believe that the Q4 or the Q4 of 2021 will be a good quarter for this company Nio stock. Otherwise, I believe that in terms of the Nio stock price, I believe that we can see, or we should be starting to see this stock reacting as we head towards the Q4. I believe that, in fact, I believe that Q4 is when we'll see a lot of this Nio stock rising or going higher in terms of the share price, as I believe, or as I've told you, that I believe that that is the quarter where we'll see Nio flourishing in terms of the delivery numbers, which will result in them generating some good revenue for that quarter. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And please go out there and also do your own due diligence onto this stock before you could invest. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.